are. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Thank you for everyone tuning in, you kings and queens. Tuning in for the K&D The Porch podcast, episode number 10. This is crazy. We on number 10.
Oh, my God. Double digits.
There's double digits, man. We have a boy, Caleb Washington, over here that's co-host. And we got the Mike, Coach.
Oh.
Albright.
Yes.
Goodness.
How you doing?
There we go.
Substitute teaching, coaching. This man has saved so many lives.
Oh, man.
I can't even begin to,
That's
to
right.
talk about
That's
it.
right.
I'm feeling special.
Yeah,
man.
this is
Talking to the mic real quick.
You know, thank you guys.
Oh,
you know?
my
Oh.
God.
There we
Hold
go.
on.
There's that
He's
voice.
Mike's Coach Albright sounds like what you hear like when you're like a truck driver in the middle of the night. He's like, and your wife's at home alone. He's like, hey, little lady, if you're at home alone right now, I got something for you.
This
And just
dude-
plays the song real quick.
Yeah. That's like the quiet storm.
Yeah,
The
you got
quiet storm.
Open up your hearts, ladies.
You got that sweet
Open it
voice.
up.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know I sound this good.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
There we go. That's
Hey.
good. That's good,
Feels
Coach.
good. You know, it feels good
Yeah,
to be
we on here.
on the porch.
Yeah. We're back
Man.
in the porch, man. It
Thank
feels
you
great.
for having me.
Hey,
Yeah,
blessed to have
appreciate
you
it.
on,
Yeah,
man.
blessed
Thank
to
you
have-
for coming
let's
on.
go.
Yeah, bro. You done so much for us, man.
Yeah, we
Done
can't
so
even
much.
begin to start to talk, but we'll get into that a little bit later too. But
Yeah.
you're a coach, substitute teacher, but I think everybody knows substitute teaching. I mean, it's not the hardest job in the world, right? It's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's not hard, but it all depends on the class that you're teaching.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you could have some kids that are a little out of control, and then then it's a long day. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get lucky and you got some good kids, and
Good.
and it's an easy day.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
So I was talking to you guys before, like off mic, talking about I got a question from Mario Lopez. Shout out Lefty Lopez.
Lefty
my
Lopez.
guy. He asked me he wanted me to talk about some of the jobs that I work, specifically construction, right? So I wanted to ask you guys. I'll talk about mine towards the end, but I wanted to ask you guys. So you guys both have jobs. Dirty, I don't know if you want me to say what you do on the air. You want me can I say it?
I work for myself, bro.
Yeah, Dirty's a self-made entrepreneur.
Nah.
All right, but Dirty has a job at a disclosed location. I don't know if you want me to say it.
I work at the airport.
Okay, yeah, he works at the airport. I didn't know if you wanted me to, like, people pull up on you. It was like, hey, give me tickets or, like, But Albright's a
Let me get that free flight, Dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
That's tough thing to do. I honestly, when people ask that, it's like, it's tough, bro. Like, I got to put some strings.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But so before you had that job, and Albright before you had a substitute teaching job, we'll go Albright first, but before you had a substitute teaching job, everybody's worked, like, I've worked some, like, weird jobs and some hard jobs for sure. What jobs, like, what was probably, like, the most difficult or the weirdest jobs you've worked since before you started substituting?
Nothing like too weird, but I mean, I've had all kinds of jobs. I mean, from janitor at the high school when I was like 16, helping.
Oh, you was
yeah.
janitor.
Oh, what?
Well, it was picking up the trash cans and throwing them all out, and then making sure the trash cans were clean.
That's weird. They let you work at the school when
Yeah.
you're in school. That's hella weird.
That was my first job, but hey, it got me enough money to buy my first car.
Hey, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That was the plan, and then I've had everything from working at Mickey D's, where I got this nice figure working at McDonald's. Shout out. All those chicken nuggets and burgers for free. I mean, not for free. I paid.
No.
for
Edit that out.
Yeah, man. And then I worked, from Kmart. Got laid off doing that right after Christmas.
That Kmart.
He was in the back sleeping on the bed.
Nah, I was outside pulling them carts.
I thought he was gonna say pulling the honeys.
And then had a job at KOA, like Campgrounds of America, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Bro, I haven't seen one of those.
Yeah.
KOA.
in so
What does
long.
KOA look
It's like
like?
a little. I don't even. It's like
It's
log
a
cabins
trailer
type
park
stuff.
with cabins,
Yeah.
with tenting
It's like
area.
camping stuff.
Oh, KOA.
Yeah,
Oh,
KOA,
the camping spot.
campground, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like for some reason I think it was like a camping
Man.
store.
That was wild. I mean,
You said it was like haunted, didn't you? or
I think
something
that place was haunted, man. There was a ghost. I worked graveyard a couple nights, and there's some ghosts that came after me, and I was not about it.
That's crazy.
But,
That's crazy.
That was probably the weirdest, because you got a bunch of people coming from all over the world coming to stay, and some people aren't used to American restrooms, and so some people like
disgusting.
pooping on the ground and
That's
the
wow.
shower.
Wow, really?
And then I had to go clean it up, man. That was not fun.
Ain't no way I'm cleaning up doo-doo out of shower. There's no way.
I don't know how people do that.
There's
That
no
doo-doo stuff, that's crazy.
I'll
in
get
the
I'll
public,
get
like especially like on buses and stuff like that.
I'll get fired in so quick if I had to clean that up. There's no way.
There's
no way I could do it.
I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, you strong.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
strong,
do.
man.
But I'll just be like, man, why are people just like they try to open like the shower drains and try to poop down the drain?
Why?
That is sick.
I guess that's how it works and wherever they're from.
Where they're from.
And I was like, man, can you just please just use the toilet?
Like, dog, it's right there. Bro. Like,
Right?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
It's working. It's in complete function. I'm not sure what's going on. Here.
But that would be the weirdest thing, like, from working that I had to come across is like, I gotta clean this poop, like for real. I'm like, let me go get the power washer. But then you gotta be careful because you don't want to get that splashback.
Dude, that's even disgusting just even thinking about it, bro.
Yeah. So those weren't the business, man. Was not the business. But man, I loved working there. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And then after that, got into playing some football again.
Hey,
let's go.
That was the end of that job.
What about you, Dirty?
Good.
I know I've seen Dirty. See, Dirty. I remember we talked about like earlier in our early podcast, and Zach was like, if I watch Dirty Snapchat, I got no idea what this dude does on like a daily basis. It was like he lives like 4 different lives.
Right?
So, like, what jobs have you actually worked?
like legally?
Yeah,
like,
legally.
Like I
on
signed
the
up?
record. Yeah.
Shoot. So what was my first job? I think everyone knows about it. I worked at Panera Bread.
Oh,
In
yeah,
high school,
I forgot about that.
in high school, I definitely grinded up Panera Bread. I was putting in like 30 hours a week.
Yeah, and dude used to pull up with sandwiches. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
sandwiches.
Like, hold on, I never saw no sandwiches come this way.
Yeah,
Not
no,
one.
they didn't come this way. I just seen them eating sandwiches. Yeah,
Bro.
I'm pretty sure he didn't pay for them things either. So.
No, I definitely did not, man. Dude, I used to make my own creative sandwiches and like I used to smack macaroni and cheese, bro. Macaroni and cheese was hitting.
So what'd you do after Panera? Where'd you go?
Where at the Panera, I went to Target.
I forgot you worked at Target.
I worked
too,
at
bro.
Target, but
That's
it was only seasonal. It was only a seasonal job. I was a cashier over there.
Yeah.
It was cool. I mean, it was very weird because I definitely had to, like, interact with a lot of people, and I wasn't really a big fan of it because a lot of people were like, I don't really like dealing with like customers like that, like especially a whole bunch of them. You get some funky people. You get some funky people and like some attitude for no reason. Like I didn't do anything.
People.
I'm doing my job.
It's like this says $8.99 blue light special.
Like,
or
bro,
red light special.
I didn't make the prices.
Yeah,
for
I didn't
you,
make
bruh.
them. Yeah, she's like, then the people were like, oh, why is it so expensive? Man, I don't know. I didn't do it.
Like, well, actually, it's a funny story. So when I was at the meeting, when they were making the prices and stuff, that's when they decided to price it this, and I was like, don't you think that's too cheap? Maybe I should make it a little bit more expensive. Bro, I don't know. It just threw me.
I had a price gun, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put this $2 over.
It was supposed to be this price, but you know what? When I seen it,
let me get that commission real quick.
let me mark that up.
Let me get that commission real quick.
Like, bro, I don't know. Everything in the store, it has a set price.
Yeah,
exactly.
And after that, what I do? You know what? After that, I definitely did valet driving at Mission Beach. At Mission Beach, there was valet parking. There was valet parking over there. I did with me and a couple of friends. We did that over there. That was awesome. So I got to be able to drive like a whole bunch of different cars and stuff like that. It was dope. I mean, met a lot of cool people there working around like Mission Beach area.
How many cars did you scratch?
I honestly did not scratch any. That I remember. I didn't scratch any of them. I really didn't. It was pretty simple. It wasn't that bad. It was very
all right, bro.
very controlled and managed.
I've seen you drive.
Hey,
I find that hard to believe that you didn't scratch not one car.
How many Bluetooths you connect to?
all of them.
Random
Not gonna
Bluetooth.
cap. Not gonna
Random
cap.
people's
All of
Bluetooths.
them. Every single one of them, bro. When I was parking the cars, bro. Honestly, I just test out the audio. Just see what you got. What you bumping.
What was the best audio? Which car? Can you remember?
I remember.
You drove a G-Wagon, didn't you?
I definitely drove a G-Wagon. Honestly, for how much it costs, it's all about the looks. The way
It's like a military car. So
Yeah. It was very rough. It was very rough. You can definitely feel like the bumps and everything when driving. Like honestly, I would thought it would be like more silence, but nah, you feel all of it. It's basically like driving a Jeep, but Mercedes. That's basically like that.
You know, you looking pretty hard. And
You definitely is.
You roll up on a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
He would take his uniform off and then just take a lap
Bro,
around.
bro, the thing about it,
Window down.
Just take a lap.
The thing about it, like I wore like my own personal jacket, so you wouldn't know
so
I
you
worked.
can chill,
I wasn't
so you
even on the
just
job. Yeah.
Bump some music and just cruise around. What's good with you?
That was it was very dope. It was very dope, man. It was a good experience. And after
then
that,
ended up at the
I'm at the airport. I've been there for like 3 years now.
gang.
Yeah, the airport. Shout out to me, Russ, Pork, and yeah, bro. Then the airport vibe, man.
Pork is a human being.
Yeah, Pork is human. Pork is a human being that's Muslim. That's a Muslim.
Yeah, he
It's not messed up at all. It's not messed up
It's
at
a
all.
nickname.
Don't think about that.
Yeah, it's a nickname before the
Before you become Muslim.
before the conversion.
Yeah.
But so me,
Yeah.
my first like actual job, because we worked at Petco, and I worked. At
Oh
low-key.
yeah, I forgot about the Petco.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I worked there low key a lot, like by myself, just to like, So I worked there for a little bit, selling like beer and stuff, and then I worked at the Charger games too. We worked at the Charger games, bruh. And were you there when I got called the N-word at the?
I don't think so.
Bruh, that was so.
I think you would have told me. I think you would have told me, but
Yeah, it was it was so weird, bruh. I was just serving some lady, man. I was so surprised. I didn't even hear it. I was serving some lady. I was giving her change back or whatever.
Yeah.
And the lady that I'm giving her change back, she's like, that's not okay. I was like, what?
What?
She's like, what that guy just said to you. I was like, said to me? And she was like, yeah. I was like, what did he say? She's like, he called you the N-word. I was like, oh, well.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, well, he's gone now. He was like running away. He was all drunk. He got like taken out by security. But yes.
But had you heard him?
Beat him up at my job.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't.
It might flip a switch in you. Like what you say?
I try not to respond to stuff
I don't.
like that. It comes. I mean, there's nothing. I could beat him up and then what? Like,
I feel good though.
Yeah, you feel good for like
No.
5 seconds, but
True,
it's just
true.
Yeah.
and especially I would get like my mom in trouble or like whoever was working with me that day.
Yeah.
It
It's
just
a bad rep.
it just looked bad, and
It's kinda-
was old white drunk dude. So I was like,
Yeah,
it's not gonna serve me no
It
purpose.
kind of turns into like a selfish act. If
yeah,
you think about it.
So
'cause
it's
it
like
could-
just to make myself feel better for a
Yeah.
couple minutes, and it wasn't worth it. But so after the Chargers game and the Padres, I worked at a moving company all throughout college. Oh my god,
I don't know how you do moving. I hate moving.
I'm
moving
with you.
company, terrible, worst job. Well, the 2 jobs I worked, I had 2 terrible jobs, like besides Petco and Chargers, and I worked construction too. But I worked construction for like barely any time, like super small time amount of time. But the moving company and construction, man, moving company was terrible because usually people that use moving companies, especially the one that I worked for, were like super rich people.
Yeah.
And they got so much stuff, and it's all nice stuff, and nice stuff's always heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stuff's never light.
It's like real wood and everything.
Yeah, super thick wood.
Real wood.
Yeah, or like
It's
the
not that
beds.
IKEA
Yeah,
stuff.
nah.
Yeah. Oh hell no.
I got that oak for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
The oak. the
funny-
types of certain names of wood.
The funny thing about like the IKEA stuff is like it just breaks. Like,
Yeah.
As soon as you pick it up, it's done.
Yeah.
So like when you're a mover, like you kind of don't really get in trouble for breaking stuff. So like you could just, I mean, I try not to break stuff just to not get in trouble, but
Yeah.
I broke stuff all the time on accident. I didn't know.
On accident.
Yeah, I just break stuff all the time. But going back to why like we even chose this topic, Mario wanted me to talk about how it was working with like cinder blocks.
Okay.
Cinder blocks?
Cinder blocks, they're so damn heavy. They're like 35 pounds each.
Yeah.
And they're like made of like, so the way they are, they're like super rigid. So like you have to wear gloves or else it's going to eat straight through your skin.
Oh, yeah.
So I wear gloves and I was picking up these things and they're so heavy, man. And like to build a wall, you got to get like hundreds of these things. So I'm picking them up and they're ripping right through the gloves. Like,
Yeah.
within like 20 minutes, like my gloves are gone.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh my God, my fingers, like I was like, I thought I was going to lose my damn fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. Was that deep?
Yeah, bro, it was cutting.
Yeah.
And I was, bro, that's when I was like, this construction stuff's not for me. And everybody jokes, especially at the moving company and construction. They're like, this makes you want to stay in school, huh? I'm like, I'm already done with school, stupid. But it still sucks.
Yeah. It still sucks.
But yeah, I was like, man, this is not for me, man.
But I mean, you think about like their hands, those
Oh,
construction workers,
yeah.
like how callous they are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
They're
tough.
like, man.
Yeah, I've seen people doing it
with
without gloves, and I'm just like, bruh, you serial killer with it?
They're looking at you like, look at this weak.
Yeah, they're like, look at
Like
this
this weak
preppy
dude.
college dude. I'm like,
Had
yeah,
to wear
whatever,
gloves.
bruh. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad never done a construction job.
It's terrible.
I'm not a handyman like that.
Nah.
It's terrible.
I always want to try it out. It definitely looked like manly. Like
Yeah, it's definitely like you
it
feel
definitely
cool.
looks-
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie. Like when you're picking up the cinder blocks and
Yeah.
just moving them, just here you go.
Man.
Especially because like sometimes you throw them, like
Oh,
you just
okay.
toss them to the other dude, and it's like a chain gang, like.
Yeah.
So like that's when you feel like real cool. You pick it up and just.
Mm. Yeah.
But then
keep
like
pushing
when you
it.
get to like 20 of them things, you're like, You just swinging them. You're not even using no muscle. You just.
Yeah.
But man, yeah. So construction was my second, like pretty much my most recent job that I've done. I've been working in the moving company since last summer, and hopefully I never have to do that again, and hopefully I never have to do construction again. But
Right.
man, it's always cool to like at least you get those experiences, you know.
Yeah.
It might not be the coolest jobs ever,
Nah.
but like you can tell your kids, like, man, I worked at Target. Like you can take your wife to Target one day because you know girls love to go to Target.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. So one day you can take your wife to Target and you just be like, yeah, I used to work here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, you didn't. You don't look like a Target dude.
Target dude.
I hope you have some pictures because nobody's gonna believe you.
Especially.
Man.
Or Panera.
Yeah,
Like,
Panera.
every time I drive on the freeway and I go by KOA, I'm like, I used to work right there.
Yeah, so
Right
it's like
there.
a cool
That's
little.
mine.
I always wanted to try it. You said it's closed down?
No, it's still.
Oh, it's still up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's haunted.
It's haunted, bro.
Yeah.
It is 100% haunted.
All right, wait. So while we're here, you guys believe in ghosts?
I definitely do.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Most definitely do.
Hands down, man.
Yeah.
Too much. There's too much things unexplained in this world, and then people don't believe stuff. Like
Yeah.
people don't believe in aliens. I'm like, bruh.
Bro, there is okay. I'm not sure if you can call them aliens, but they're definitely something else.
Okay, well,
What would you call them?
yeah.
No,
they're-
I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know what else I would call them, but like I feel like there's more than just aliens though. It's not. I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying everything out there is like strictly aliens. I'm saying there's different. There should be like different. Not there should be, but I feel like there's different names for like what else is out there.
Oh well, yeah. We
Okay.
just call them aliens.
We
that's
call
what know.
yeah. We don't know what it is. We call them aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like anything outside of this planet is an alien.
Yeah. That.
In my eyes, like,
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
I
So it
agree
could
with
be
you.
any. It could look like the aliens like we think of when we think of aliens,
Mhm.
or it could just be like a horse, like a
Horse,
alien
yeah.
horse. But I'll still call it an alien.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anything that's not from this planet is basically alien to me.
Mhm.
And then the ocean, man. Don't even get me started on the ocean.
Dude, the ocean is a scary place, man.
You know, it's fun
I mean, it's fun.
No sir.
to go into the water. It's fun, man. You cool off.
It's gonna be fun to
Swim
get
around.
dragged out and eaten.
You know, you go snorkeling. There's
Oh
activities.
no, count me out.
If
Count
I
me
can't
out.
stand up, good luck. See me,
Coach, yeah. Did you see that post we did about the clear water? Like, you like remember? I don't think did you not see it?
I don't
It was it was like a dude like just swimming out there, like, but it was in clear water though.
Uh-huh.
It was like in the ocean. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
you would do you like
Yeah.
okay. How about this? Do you like water that you can see through or like water that you can't see through? Put it that way,
Well, I mean,
like an open water.
if I was in open water, of course, I'd like to be able to see through it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have that experience. I mean, all I've been is, California beach right here,
Okay.
where you can't see nothing like past
Yeah,
your
no,
toes.
no,
the
definitely
beautiful
not.
waters
You
of
know,
Imperial Beach.
Where you got to shuffle your feet as you're going through. So
yeah.
That's
you
not
know?
safe. If you have to do
Yeah.
that, it's not safe. It shouldn't be in there.
It's not safe.
Like I don't get the like. Why are you doing that?
because you don't want to get stung by a stingray
So why are you going in the water?
Yeah.
because it's hot outside.
There's pools.
What if you don't got a pool?
Find one. You got a homie with a pool. I know you got an apartment complex. I got one. You slide.
You slide.
But the beach is free.
Yeah, it comes at a price too. That's why it's free money wise. It might
Yeah.
come with the price of your life.
Man, you can stay like knee deep. You're good.
I'm good. That water will kill you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But I swear that water got me this. The little,
Oh yeah, but that, you're even in the water. Oh, technically you're in the water.
I was in the water, but the surfer dude wasn't in his right area.
Yeah, Dirty is act like he got like attacked by like a shark and like he's a survivor. He got smacked in the face by a surfboard.
A surfboard, bro. That's a crazy story. That's a crazy thing, man.
I forgot about that too.
Man,
I'll
That's
never
funny.
forget that. That hurt, bro. Dude, I just came up and bam. That was like a blindside block, bro. I swear.
That's
I
funny.
swear. I didn't even see it coming.
I'm all about water activities. I'm a big man, so I'm buoyant. Like I'm good.
You just be chilling, but still.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, can't.
It's
I just don't like how you're in their domain. Like they got the power at that point.
Yeah.
You're not gonna outswim them. You're not gonna outfight them in the water.
yeah, but I mean, if you grab a shark by its nose,
Oh, you
good.
bold.
Well, you see that on the History Channel. That don't work in real
It
life.
works.
You tried.
You see, no,
You try.
Yeah, I know you.
but
have.
I've seen like those divers that grab them and then they.
You
flip
not
'em.
no professional diver, Albright.
But I'm just saying it's possible.
For some people.
That's
It's
bold.
I'd go in there.
That's bold.
Let's go.
That's bold.
All right.
Well,
man.
I wouldn't swim with the sharks, like where there's a bunch of sharks. Like here, let me jump in. And
Oh, you crazy? Like some SeaWorld stuff?
Yeah, like nah.
Like some dolphins?
I'm good with that. But
Even
I mean,
dolphins, I don't be trusting them. I heard
Mm.
dolphins are low key like rapists. You seen that?
I don't know.
I have not.
I have
Look
not.
it up. I'm pretty sure somebody else on here has seen it. Somebody that's watching this has seen it. Please say something so I don't look like an idiot. But I've heard it's facts.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Anywho,
Uh-oh. I'm just going to say check the card later on after the podcast.
the car.
Check the card.
Oh, idiot.
You know?
No.
Caitlin, the card.
You talking like secrets over here.
Yeah,
I have no clue.
All right, go ahead. Go.
All right. Anyway, so we're gonna get into Coach Albright's a coach. That's what we know him as. That's what a lot of people that are watching this probably know him as.
Yep.
So let's ask him some coaches questions. You know, we're getting ready to start up as coaches.
Yeah.
So
let's go, guys.
It's gonna be. What would you like? So as we're getting ready to go into our first year, and maybe not just us, but like anybody. I mean, you know us more personally, so you know what we could like use for help or what we could use like later on. So what would you tell not only us but like young coaches around? What would you tell them to either make them feel more comfortable or make them start off as successful as possible?
Wow. Start out successful as possible. You know, I would just say you have to be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, I'm a coach now, so I'm going to come and just be this strict person and constantly yell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right? You can't change up who you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right? So if you're a laid-back type of guy, be that laid type of guy. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're a lazy coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just bring out your personality.
Okay.
And then show the kids that I mean, you're human. You're just because you're an adult in a authority position, doesn't mean you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
You know. So if you identify things that they're going through, and let them know, like, hey, I was here, I did this, or we did this, then they could relate to you on a different level. And then I always felt like if I could get a kid to believe in me and what I tell him, and then he's going to try even harder or try that much more to do his job. You know, if I come out there and just like, you know what, you're terrible, this sucks, you're not going to play.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, man, this coach sucks. I'm out of here. And then you just lost his kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's especially for the young guys, I mean, the freshman level, they're coming in with so much excitement, and some of them have never played, tackle football before, like with helmet, shoulder pads. So everything's a brand new. So if you come at them already, like, not disrespecting him, but like putting him down, I don't think they'll want to succeed.
Yeah.
Or want to play for you to prove you wrong. I mean, some kids are like, man, screw this coach, I'm going to show him.
Yeah.
But I want to say 90% aren't like that. I want to say that with positive reinforcements and positive way of teaching things, you'll get more out of them. So be yourself and show a lot more positivity.
Yeah.
And I think you'll get more out of your kids.
I think that's an interesting like a interesting perspective that you like brought that up, is that especially in college, so like you see a lot of like GAs, kind of how we talked a little bit about it last week. So graduate assistant, people that are just starting their coaching careers, and you see them trying to come in. They kind of come in like you could tell they're not themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you obviously like during camp you're spending a lot of time with teammates. Yeah. So you see like you spend a long time with coaches too. So like when they're off the field and on the field, they're like two different people. And I think that's something that really draws us away from wanting to even have any type of relationship or wanting to get along with any type of coach if they're two different people in two different settings. So being yourself on the field, I think, is definitely important because it shows authenticity, like you are who you say you are. And even when you're on the field, even though you might like take different steps, because obviously we have goals to reach. You know
we still have a mission at the end.
But you're still yourself at the end.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it doesn't mean that you can't yell and you can't, get fiery out there.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to show them like, hey man, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think if you're not positive, but if you're real with them, they'll be real with you.
Okay.
And then once you guys got a relationship, I mean, I just feel like all the coaches that I've had a great relationship with, I'm like, man, I don't want to let this man down.
Yeah, I agree with you on that part.
And so, I was like, oh, you want me to ride the bench? I mean, that sucks, but okay. Oh, you want me to come special teams? I'm like, I'm slow, but all right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, what you want me to do, I'll do. And that's what I think will be great with you guys. If once you guys create that relationship with them, you guys, they'll want to play even harder. And then when they have their success, you get your success.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, like seeing you guys are successful. Mm-hmm. You go into work, you're going to school, you're just graduated. You finish playing 4 years of college football. Like, I get pride out of that. Mm-hmm. Like, you're like, oh, these guys are my guys. I coach them. Yeah. Which everyone that I've coached, I say that. I'm like, you're my guys. I coach you. Mm-hmm. Like, you're mine. Like, you have my fingerprint on you. Yeah. You know? And all I want to see is you guys succeed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so when you do, I succeeded. Mm-hmm. And that's what keeps me going and coaching and teaching and that whole game.
That's what I like about coaching, bro. That's why I kind of want to get that experience, getting this experience from coaching. I want to be able to like touch people, like be a part with them, like say I contributed and like be able to help out their lives and stuff like that.
Especially because we're a product of that, you know.
Yeah, that's
like,
why. Yeah,
without coaches and without sports and without what coaches have done, specifically even Coach Albright, like mostly, especially in high school, like without Coach Albright in high school, I don't know where we go. You know what I'm saying? College wise, do I have like the?
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Do I have the
no idea.
Like to help, like, because he's been through it already. You know, he's done that. He's went to college, played football. So having that like guidance is always nice, especially like Coach Arciaga and both of you guys to like have that. That's why I always say like it's a blessing. Like I remember when they first came. You remember sophomore year when they first came? We're like, oh God, not San Isidro. What the hell?
Yeah, we're like San Isidro. No way.
Yeah, bro. And like, who would have thought like our senior year, like it would have changed our lives. Like, that big.
Yeah, I know.
So it's always. What was Dirty? What was your like? What was your reaction when you found out we were getting new coaches? Not only new coaches, but new coaches from San Isidro.
I was like, bro. Well, first of all, I was confused because we were getting a new defensive line coach. Because this was like beforehand, but like we always got a new defensive line coach. Yeah. But once y'all came in and were like, bro, San Isidro, like at first I was really judging books by its cover. Yeah. I really was at the point, but I was like, bro, what's we're gonna switch it up and everything because not knowing like your guys' like playbook or anything like that. I was very, very familiar growing up with Coach Hayes' playbook, which is a double wing offense. I played it from first to sixth grade. I know the whole playbook. I know how to stop it. I know how to run it effectively. It really helped out my own skills. My skills of just knowing what to do.
Double wing basically says like we hate linemen and we don't care what happens to them as long as we win football games.
As long as we get dude, that was a crunch.
But it's definitely a smash mouth type of football
because we get three yards because our whole mindset is get 3 yards every play. 3 yards, that's it. If we do it every single play.
But what was like a blessing in disguise was that when they came in, we no longer ran the offense that we were successful with.
Yeah.
Right? But that doesn't get you to college. Not a lot of people recruit the double wing offense. We've seen that actually happen.
That's true, but I that wasn't my mindset though. That wasn't my mindset. I wasn't educated about recruiting at all. Yeah. I just thought, to be honest, you played football, they like your film, and that's it. I don't really know what they were looking for at all. I wasn't really educated in that section. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we came in, we heard that we were like, well, at least, you know, the kids will know how to run block. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right. And then I was like, but I got to teach them how to pass block. Yeah. So, like, I remember, like, we had some big kids back then. Your sophomore year.
We had some big.
After this, we got to get into the story about you pulling me up.
All right.
That's a good story.
So I remember talking to the San Diego State South Bay recruiter at the time, and I was like, hey, man, I got some kids with some height. I mean, they're big. I mean, and he was like, no, he was like, yeah, but they ran the double wing.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't told about that.
He's like, and we throw the ball, and I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, well, no worries. You know, I just thought I'd give you first crack and talk to this kid. And I think, but he did come down to take a look at him though.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
So he came down and took a look at Andres and I think Andrew both of them. And but sure enough, at the end of the season when Andres was getting looked at, then and he had already a couple offers lined up already and a couple trips. San Diego State comes in a little late, and they're like, "Hey, you think we could get him?" Or at first he was like, "Man, you did an incredible job with him." And I was like,
a little too late, playboy.
But I was like, you right.
You right.
You right. I did do a good job.
I just get out there and I just give it my all, and that's all I can
do. I taught him to be 6'6",
Yeah. He was about 5'7" when I first got here.
Exactly.
But when I got done with him, 6'6".
6'6". Yep. And but then he was like, "No, you think we got a shot?" I'm like, "Hey, man, you could have a shot here. His family are San Diego State alums, and do you try to get in there?" Yeah. So just plug him back in, and but he chose his school, and the rest is history. But after that, now he kind of took me a little bit more seriously, I think, as a coach.
Tell him you have somebody,
and then I was like, "Hey, man, I got somebody." He's like, "All right, tell me about it." I was like, "All right."
Have you told anybody else yet?
Yeah, no, I have. But then after that, it's up to, their crew and whoever they, talk to about recruiting and their needs. But that was that one situation that year, and then us coming into Mar Vista though that year. I mean, we just heard like, "Hey, you guys are coming into a good team." Yeah. And unfortunately, our record that first year didn't really select it.
Well, you go from like that weird offense to a real a normal offense.
Shocks everyone.
It's different.
But I mean, and then we had a couple injuries. Shout out Emerson.
Oh
yeah. If you never broke your arm, who knows what would happen.
I remember that.
Yeah, and Andrew missed like half the season too.
And Andrew got hurt, so we had to bring Dirty up.
That's how. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dirty I brought up.
And then Kalen we brought up when Ben got hurt in the.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was Ben.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
I think it was the last day of two-a-days or of camp, right before our scrimmage. And
it was like a week before because I remember I barely practiced.
Yeah, I mean, but let me tell you guys the story of Mr. Washington here to my right. Man, so as we come up, they tell people.
I was just a child. Right?
They tell the new coaching staff or people telling, "Oh, you guys got this kid, this kid, this kid." I'm like, "All right, what about at the lower levels?" Okay, your best two kids were Dirty and Kalen. They've been playing since they were 4 years old. They're like brothers. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I only have one center so far, so let me. I'll call up, Kalen, and we run a shotgun offense. So, or not a shotgun offense, but we run shotgun, and Kalen does terrible, like terrible. Yeah. And I'm just like,
I remember that.
I was throwing the snaps like 6 feet above the quarterback.
I was like, I think at one point he hit his butt at one of them. I was like, what is everyone talking? This kid is not good. Like he is terrible. And I'm like, all right, good job, kid.
Good job, kid. And bro, and this dude would come back and be like, "Yes, I'm not going to the varsity." This dude was definitely like that, bro. I swear.
And I was like, Coach Harsky, I was like, "What you think?" I'm like, "Nah, he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet." And then, Ben gets hurt, and we like, Kalen.
I was like,
"Come over here."
Bro, I just left.
Like, come on back.
I didn't make it.
And he's like, "What's up, coach?" And I'm like, "Ben's hurt. You gotta go." And first play in the scrimmage that we're not against other team, but like a team scrimmage, man, perfect shotgun snap. He off blocks, and Benedega is playing tackle, and he drills him. And I'm just like, "You sandbag." I was like, this kid could play. I was like, "Oh my god!" He put him down. Like I was just like pancaked him. I'm like,
yeah, and Bandega was not easy.
Yeah,
that dude was strong.
Dense, yeah,
that dude was dense. Yeah, he was strong.
And I was just like, where did that come from? So I'm like, okay. So he didn't want to be up in varsity with me at the beginning. I was like, okay. And then I remember like his the first scrimmage we had was a 4-way. It was Eastlake, Mount Carmel,
Mount
Miguel, and us. And Ken was looking at these dudes like,
bruh. The first nose guard I went against, my first varsity scrimmage, this dude was like 6'6", like 290, just solid white dude. I'm like, oh my goodness, This is why I didn't want to come up here. Bro.
But I mean, he held it down, and then from there he got all the love from all the older guys, and then he had a bunch of nicknames from that from coming up, and
I was basically I think the reason I didn't want to go was just because their dudes were just I was so small. So I think.
All right, welcome back, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was a rookie mistake.
Idiot. Anyway, so back to like what we were talking about. I think the reason I didn't want to get pulled up because I was everybody's so big. I was like around because we had Andres 6'6", Andrew like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
We had Noah, who was like 6'3".
He was still big.
Yeah, and he was still a big dude. And then we had Jesus, who was like 5'10", 6'1", somewhere around there.
Still a big hefty dude.
Yeah,
though.
and he's then he's a big solid dude. And then me, I'm just like, and I'm looking up to these dudes. I'm like, man, if we got to play dudes that are this size, it's gonna be rough.
yeah.
But yeah, he took a chance on me, so I'm happy he took a chance on me, and I did good enough to keep him his job.
Yeah.
Give him his job.
Yeah, man. You guys don't perform.
Yeah,
You
I think we were just talking about that
see
too.
you guys
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
You got to find somebody else who's gonna get the job done. But yeah, and then we got dirty up when Andrew got hurt.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but he's kind of short to play tackle.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, he's quick.
He's quick.
And he's been playing forever, so he knows how to put his body in.
Noah got injured too, huh?
Noah, yeah.
Because he moved to guard.
Because then he moved to guard once he came back.
That's funny.
So, and then I had Jesus, like I wanted to bench.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, man, you're killing me.
Jesus was funny. It was funny.
Yeah. Jesus was good though.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Come on, coach.
Yeah.
Like, dirty.
I miss Jesus. Hey, bro, shout out to Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a minute.
I haven't seen Jesus in so long.
And then when Jesus got into the game action, he was like,
Yeah.
who
Different
is this
beast.
guy?
Different beast, man.
Who is this?
We ain't no practice players.
Yeah,
out here,
we
bro.
hate practice.
We hate practice.
Man, and I hated practice too when I was a player, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard because, I mean, I look at myself when I was a player. I was like, man, there was practices. I was like, man, hey, you want to take it easy?
Yeah.
And when the scout team's like, bro, chill.
Yes.
Right?
And
If you want us to go fast, we can go fast, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
be chill.
you're like, yo, I don't really want to go hard.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you get chewed out. You're like, is this how you're gonna play?
Yeah.
Play
Bro,
slow.
dude, that's how it was in college, bro. Bro, these people that are on the scout team,
Yeah.
it's like this is their
They're trying
game
to
day.
earn a
This is
spot.
their
Yeah,
game
they're trying to
day.
earn a spot.
This is their game day, so they're going full speed the whole time.
And I mean, I realize now as a coach the importance of it.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully I will, because
as,
be over
as a
practice.
player, I'd be like, man, just
Yeah.
put me in the game and we'll see what I can
bro,
do.
you already know what I do on Fridays
Yeah.
or Saturdays. Like, just chill.
But yeah, I mean, by the time you were a senior and you were a senior, I was like, man, I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like you guys could. I didn't really have to yell at you guys. Not that I really yelled at you guys ever.
Angels.
Yeah, but it was I was like, man, Kaylin over here just sandbagged me. Like,
I did not want to go
come
up,
on,
bro.
man.
All my homies was on JV, and then I didn't
Yeah.
know. Number one, I had none of those dudes talk to me ever in my life on varsity. So I was like, I'm not trying to go up there. And then I had all my friends on JV. I was like, yeah, I'll just kick it down here.
But I do remember that last team meal that we had before the last game that first year, and we played Hilltop and I gave that talk, and then all of a sudden I see you post and I was like, oh, look at you. I was like,
Those are the homies at the end of the season. They took
At
care
the end
me,
of the
man.
season,
I was
yeah.
like, look at you now. All of a sudden,
Yeah, they took care of me.
I was
Those
like,
are my
man,
dogs.
Yeah,
Especially, man, we got so, especially like me and Andrew, we got so close, man.
yeah.
I'd have never thought that me and Andrew would have been as close as we were.
Mhm.
And towards the end of the season, man, we were so close. So bringing up, man, it was crazy to like see those dudes. So, like as freshmen, these dudes are juniors.
Yeah.
So we're like watching them, and they're like giants.
Yeah,
on
they're
like varsity
still
team.
giants.
Yeah,
They're still
on the
giants.
varsity, especially they're playing varsity where everything's moving so fast. You're like, dude, to actually like playing with them and like having like a bond with them was crazy.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, it was super dope to like actually like do that transition. But
And and I think that also helped you guys as seniors on how you guys played for them as sophomores.
yeah,
And the effort that you guys put in, and to now when you guys are seniors and you guys are leaving, and what you guys kind of expected of your underclassmen. Like,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
we were at this point. Like for those, was there any sophomores when you guys were seniors?
Yeah, there was a cute. I think there was like
Gabe?
a little bit.
I think
I can't
Gabe was
remember.
up
He's 2 years.
Gabe's 1 year.
He's only 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Gabe Cologne all in 1 year.
Yeah, okay. But yeah,
He's
I
winning.
was like, man, you're gonna want them to play as hard as they play. You guys played for the seniors when you guys were sophomores.
Yeah.
And so that's always a good little, how do you say, not rotation, but the next person's up.
Yeah.
I
I think it was crazy too because we were like we weren't getting brought up to like be backup, to
Yeah.
to like be on the team like just in case. Like we were like pivotal.
Yeah.
Like we were super important and like if one of us went down, like it was scary. You know what I'm saying? Like so because we didn't have that many O linemen that year.
No.
So
And,
if somebody went down, it was a scary sight.
And Coach Arciaga is one. That's one of his philosophies. Is like, look, man, if we're gonna bring up a 10th grader or an underclassman, like we can't bring him up to sit the bench.
Yeah,
like that's a waste because we could have him getting game reps at JV level.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna bring him up, they gotta play.
Yeah.
Like they're up here to give us everything they got on the field, and so far it's worked. So far, every underclassman that we've brought up has seen the field.
Yeah.
So, and then by the time they become seniors, we count on them as leaders, and they already know us and they know what we expect. So it's always nice having that where you don't, it's like, what? I gotta just sit back and let them.
You kind of
let them police themselves.
You kind of like plant the little seed of them kind of like running the team.
Yeah.
Because like if you're like when you're a sophomore and you're already on the team and you like come up, you're kind of like expected to like carry like kind of like that leadership like weight because you've been here. You know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of definitely makes it a little easier. So.
And like it just like having that trust with you guys or whatever. Like when we were in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Right. Kalen, I popped into that room like, hot. I was like,
Bro, I tried to go to sleep too, man. He woke me up out of my bed.
I was like, Kalen, don't you lie to me. I was like, don't you lie to me. You told me the truth. Where? And he's like, Coach, I don't even. I was like, find out for me. And then I just shook up out of, left and went to a different room. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we went to Santa Cruz on a team. We had a game up there, so we went on like a team trip up to Santa Cruz, and we all had like assigned rooms, and we couldn't leave. Well, after a certain time, we couldn't leave.
No,
and of course, my roommate decided to leave. So that's putting me at that's putting me in a bad place.
Oh, man.
So this dude Albright comes knocking on my door. I'm like, oh God, it's Albright. So I hop into bed. I'm like. And he's like, he kicks open the door. Basically, he's like, where's Kalen? I said, oh God, no. He's like, get up. I said, oh God,
get up.
Yeah. He's like, where was he or where is he? I'm like, I have no idea, Coach. I honestly I don't know. I didn't see. I was asleep right now. You saw me. I was in the bed. Yeah,
but I was like, and then I remember him telling me a story. He's like, he called somebody. It was like, man, I can't lie to Coach.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you better get somebody else.
It's like,
you gonna get in my face.
You're like, you better find somebody to get into that room right now.
Y'all don't know him like I do. This man will beat me up.
Yeah.
I was like, man, where is it? Oh man, I was so hot because that was our first trip, and as a coach and I guess chaperone, that's our job. Our jobs are on the line. So you guys screw around, you guys do something. I mean, so all I thought was like, I'm gonna get fired. not just from like football. Like, I'm gonna get fired from the district.
Yeah,
like
district.
I'm no longer gonna be a sub. But like or there goes my teaching career. That's out the window. So I was like, nope. So I took that like super personal. I was like, no, man. And
of course we don't see it like that.
I would have never thought about that. Like
we're just like, let's have extra fun. Yeah. I was too scared, so I was like, nah, I'm good. But we were just prank calling from our room.
We put the hurting on.
Oh yeah, those dudes. The dudes that got caught.
Some conditioning.
Yeah, midnight.
They had some late night conditioning.
I remember hearing the stories about that.
Midnight up downs on the wet grass.
Oh, you crazy!
Came in soaked.
You crazy!
Man. Looked at him and said, "He said, couldn't be me."
But I, having that that happened though,
Yeah.
it set a
Nobody ever did that again.
a standard. Yeah, like
Yeah, the rest of the
they don't play. You get caught.
Yeah, no.
Like that's you.
That was terrible.
The rest of the trip, nobody even thought about leaving the room.
And so, we used to put like the little tape on the doors. And
Yeah.
go look like
Yeah.
who opened up.
That little tape thing was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, who opened up?
Dude, I remember there was one time we were like, hey, they didn't put the tape on the doors.
Yeah, let's go, let's go. Yeah.
Everyone was lit. I remember that. That was.
Do you remember? I forgot who it was, but they climbed up. They climbed down out the window.
Oh yeah.
And then they climbed back up into the room so they didn't break the tape. Man.
Yeah.
Just.
I
And
remember
like
that.
it's like, all right, God, thank God I didn't know none of this one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
wild. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. But it was a great time, and like I said, I mean, you just develop this trust and that self-policing, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I don't have to do it no more. You guys got it.
Yeah.
And that's what you also look at in your teams is, do I have the trust where I don't have to yell at them anymore? Like, can they get each other to police themselves? Like, hey man, we don't do that. We got to do this.
Yeah. I had another question on here. It was basically so you said like that trust within the team, like that self-policing, that like keeping everybody accountable for themselves, not really having to like scream or anything. What do you think is like a pivotal part of having a successful team? Like obviously strength, all that stuff, but like when it comes to like a full team, because not everybody's gonna be the strongest, not everybody's gonna be fastest, but as a full team, like what do you think you need as a coach or as a team to be like a good football team?
To be a good one, you guys everyone's got to buy into what the coaches are saying.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Like if you got one person like, man, these coaches don't know jack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Then that one person is gonna screw up the 10 other guys that are on that field. The 11 guys that are on the field, one guy does his own thing, that could stop you from getting a touchdown.
Yeah.
So you got to have that. And then I think the stronger the bond that the players have with each other,
That's key.
I think that's huge in getting a winning team.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of times, people want to do things for their own stats or whatever, but when you're playing for the person right next to you,
That hits different.
then it's like, exactly, it hits different. Like you want to give it more effort. Like I never scored a touchdown in my career, but I had running backs, quarterbacks, receivers. They all scored.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, their celebration was my celebration.
Yeah.
It was like, I helped that,
Yeah.
and once I think a team has that same kind of feeling, like if a receiver is blocking 10 yards down, and the running back comes and scores off that one block, it was like, hey man, that's unselfish. That's great teamwork.
Yeah.
And for that running back to come up and, like, man, I couldn't have done that without you.
Yeah.
And then once you have that, the buy-in from the kids and then the kids playing with each other, I think you're in for a great season.
I always remember, I'll never forget our senior year, because I feel like we were so close, and I feel like that was our best season since you guys got there.
We were so close.
We were so close. Like we did everything. Like on the weekends, like we partied together, everything. Like there's not like the whole team type stuff.
Yeah.
Like not just like the people that we hung out with. So I definitely like see that, and with especially the teams we've been on, even in college, the closer we got as like teammates and the more people we contained and like kept playing with, was the better we were.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely is.
So I mean, those are the two main, and then like you said, you got to hit those weights. You gotta keep
Mm-hmm.
each other.
Obviously, got to be good at football.
Yeah, you gotta be
You
good.
can be best friends and be garbage.
There's got to be
garbage
some
friends.
skills.
Yeah.
You got to have some skills there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once those are all together, I mean,
That's
man,
unstoppable. You really can't stop
Yeah.
that.
You don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, if you guys look at your guys' senior year, since that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought that class was going to be one of the best class we had, winning-wise, and then going, semifinals, a game away from the championship,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then had Abe made that kick, we would have been in the championship.
Yeah.
Shout out Abe.
Yeah. That was crazy.
But,
Abraham.
but I mean, like, for real, like, who would have ever thought that team? We didn't think, at the beginning, we're like, man,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
we're gonna do this. If you would have told me in the beginning, I'm like, I mean,
Crazy.
playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to make a run, like a legitimate run for
Yeah,
a championship.
And compete with like one of the best teams.
Yeah, those
Compete against the best team and have actually put up a fight, bro.
Yeah,
get me
so-
started on those.
Even though we did like as a team, we didn't have the best mentality on the first game and during the regular season, and then
Yeah.
putting up a fight in the playoff run,
Yeah.
You know,
that was bold.
So I mean, like you never know what's going to happen. I mean, you know, to win a championship, it's not easy.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
It's not easy.
Definitely
So,
not.
Like I don't care what level it is, freshman,
Yeah.
you know, novice, JV, varsity, college, D1, 2, 3, NAI. It don't matter. Winning
Yeah.
a championship is not easy.
Yeah.
And so if you get that opportunity, I mean,
You better go all out.
you got to relish it and
Better go out.
and go for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shoot 3-6, bro,
To 7-3.
dude. No, I was talking about LeBron right now, 3-6.
Oh,
I'm talking about, bro.
Oh, yeah,
A lot of people underestimate his
that's
wins.
a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, how many times he went back to back to?
That's 9 finals,
man.
dog.
Yeah.
Let's
Like,
not get into
Come
this
on,
one.
man.
Man.
Nah, it's off topic. That's off topic. That's off
Get
topic.
me
Jordan.
started.
Yeah.
You started with the
no.
king, the best player to
Get
ever
out
touch.
of here.
MJ
Touch the
number
court.
23. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
The real
no,
23.
No. Scotty
Yeah.
Pimpin'.
Come on,
Scotty.
Michael Jordan never won anything without Scotty. All right, so I got another question. For you.
Okay.
All right. So as a coach, man, you've been coaching for a while now.
Yeah.
So when you think about, so we kind of talked about this a little bit last week too, but you actually are in the game. So what does a coach's significant other? What do you think they need? What do you like as a coach? What do you think is necessary for their significant other to have? Because obviously coaches' lives are. We talked about it last week, but they're wild. You know, it's
Yeah.
not for the weak.
No.
You know, you have to have a very understanding significant other.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said, we spend more time with you guys
Yeah, I can see
than
that.
a lot of times than with our own family. I mean,
Yeah.
if you count school and you're a school teacher, so you're on campus at 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got your kids, they show up. All right, so you're with some of them. You know, you got a class or two maybe,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then right after school, they come into the locker room, or let's say you're in PE, they come into the PE office, kick it with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you go to PE, they're there.
Yeah.
All right, and then you go to practice. Now you got another three and a half hours with them.
Yeah.
And then you close up, you do all your other stuff. Next thing you know, it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if you got kids, you know, the kids got to go to bed at about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you got an hour to spend with your kid if they're youngins. If they're
Yeah.
youngins. And then, you know, you got eat some dinner and talk to your wife a little bit, or,
Yeah.
you know, see how she's doing. And so that she's got to be very understanding of time, very secure in herself.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, or himself, you know, we in this new era.
Themselves.
Mhm. Yeah. Themselves.
Yeah, we got to use them propers.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just you know, they're a special person. I mean, there's a lot of the divorce rate is high among coaches, because I mean, you gotta, let's say you're at an upper level, you gotta uproot them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, hey, I gotta go to Missouri, gotta go to Kansas, gotta go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Hey, we went 0-10, baby.
We went out with that.
Yeah, we got to find a new city.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
and so, but if you're in the coaching game, I mean, the high school game, I mean, sometimes you got some stability there with how long you're here. I mean, we were at Mar Vista for 8 years, so
Yeah.
you know.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dang. Dang.
So-
Was it 8 years? Nah.
I was like,
Yeah,
no.
this is our
Because you
8th
guys
year.
were there through with us. I just graduated college.
It's
so I'm
3,
4. So you're there
7.
You said, well, I'm going on. It
Oh,
would've been-
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, so they, you know, they gotta be there. I mean, they get attached to you guys just as we do.
Yeah.
You know, and they just, you know, fully have to support, and it's not an easy life.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's not, you know, to be a spouse. I mean, I don't have one. That's why I'm probably single. You know,
It's not-
because it can't be my look.
The most eligible bachelor,
You know,
Hey.
Michael Albright.
This man, dude, has a beard, a full beard.
I am single. You know, your
'em up.
tias, your
Hey,
older cousins, if they look good, you know.
Hey, we'll drop the ad. We gotta drop the
You know,
ad.
he can holler at me, you know.
Hit him up on Facebook. That's what his uses more.
You
No
know,
Twitter.
You could slide into my DMs.
Slide in his DMs. They're open.
Like that,
But,
like that.
But yeah, I mean, it takes, on a serious note, it takes a really good significant other to put up with the coach.
Yeah.
You think they need to know about football in order to be?
No.
No.
I mean, it would help.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk to your significant other about, you know, what's going on. We're like, man, you know, Kalen missed this off block, or, you know, he didn't
Impossible. It's impossible.
he didn't get to the 3 tech. Can you believe
make
that?
the block.
It's impossible.
You know, and so I mean, it would help if they knew some, but nah. I mean, it's just communicating.
Yeah.
If you have somebody to communicate your life with, I think you'll be all right.
I think as players, especially like the super old dudes, like I'll never forget Powers. We were running one time, and Powers is like, I can be out here all day. I don't want to go home. My wife's at home. Yeah. My goodness. But I think Arciaga has showed he showed like what it's supposed to be like, at least in like my eyes, like what it's supposed to look like. Like that kind of reminded me like the Friday Night Lights type of fam, like, you know, and so like it was real cool, and Heidi held it down from what we saw. Like obviously I don't know what it's like at the crib, but she held it down. She was always at like fundraisers and stuff, and she brought the kids around to hang out with us. Even my first interview on PPR at my first interview on PPR on like the news station was I was holding Jake.
Yeah, Jake, baby Jake.
Yeah, so shout out to Heidi out there. Hopefully she's watching this.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Heidi, man.
Yeah, Coach Heidi and Coach Arciaga for holding it down and giving us something to look up to.
That's right.
Little known fact though, she's the one that you know, your pictures.
Yeah, no, yeah, we know.
She's the one that makes them. Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
See, all the hard work, bro.
She makes those pictures for everyone that we were able to get out into the next level. We have their pictures up on the wall, and
I finally got put on the board. Yeah, shout out to her, man. Yes,
so,
shout out to Heidi for that. I thought I was never gonna make it, to be honest, bro.
y'all finally put it up, and then y'all left. So now where we at?
No,
we in the garage?
No, it's in the coach's office. They're up.
Hey,
they are up.
Long live.
Long live. See, not only did she hold it down just from holding it down, but she was doing the extras too. Like she made the pictures. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
So she was always around. I'll never forget. She was at like the fundraisers and stuff when we did like the car washes. She was at the
always supported, man.
Yeah, at the practices. What's the new? I remember I came back from college. I went to one of the practices, and there was a new kid there. I was like, wait, who's this?
Baby Trent.
Yeah, baby Trent.
I never met him.
Yeah, I went to one of the. I went to. I was like, whose kid is that? Because he was just chilling. He was just posted up. Like there was nobody even near him.
And Trent is a bruiser, man. That's gonna be a lineman right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, he's about that life.
Oh yeah.
Gang.
It's so, you know, it's good because you get, you know, coaching and it's a coaching family as well.
Yeah.
You know,
she's a PE coach too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, I'm talking about like us as a coaching staff.
Oh yeah.
Like you guys have that bond. We also have that bond as coaches.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, like 10 years ago that I met Coach Arciaga.
Yeah.
And Heidi. So, you know, and now it's like I go over to their house. You know, they're gonna have a swimming pool soon. So you know, I'm gonna be there.
I don't swim, but I'm there for the barbecue.
and it's not a beach.
Yeah,
so,
it's not the ocean. So I'm there.
Yes, I'm in it.
I'm there.
So, you know, and you spend a lot of time getting to know each other and their families, man. And so it really is, you know, this football game and is a in general, it's a family. It's a family bond.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And no matter what, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, you're going to make some bonds that are lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, lifetime bonds. And some more than others. You know, some, you know, different position groups, you know, they have a different type of tightness with each other. But, you know, I still have my friends that I played high school football with.
Yeah.
I have my boys, you know, from JUCO. I have my boys from Colorado when I went out there, you know, and this lifetime. I mean, there's not a, you know, couple weeks of like get a text or a group chat and something like you get or you see a memory and you post it like, hey man, I remember that.
Shit.
You know, so it's that family bond, that memories that you guys make, and you know that's why I love this game.
Yeah.
Like when I say I love football, I truly mean it. Like it's giving me so much, and I love giving back to it.
I'm saying, this football offers like a lot, like on and off the field, bro.
Yeah.
So many opportunities, and
Changes lives.
it
man.
really does. It really does change
I don't honestly
lives.
have no. I mean, I don't think I'd be like a bum on the street or anything, but like, I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for football right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like everything was based around this.
Football, yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you right. I mean, like you guys. I mean, if it wasn't for football, I ain't going to school. I'll tell you right now.
Dude, I tell myself all the time, bro. I tell myself all the time.
I was like, man, like I still remember going to my 4-year, and I was talking to my counselor, and she's like, man, you got enough credits to graduate with. I mean, you have 120 units out of junior college. What were you doing?
I was chilling.
I was like, man, I was just being a student. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life, you know. So, you know, shout out for football, because once I started playing, I was like, all right, I got a path.
Yeah.
I know what my next 2-3 years are going to be.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it gives us a purpose, I guess.
Most definitely.
Definitely, yeah. How you looking right now, man?
I mean, you messed up the time, so I low-key have no idea.
We deep, like.
I think we got like 15 minutes.
All right, we got 15 minutes.
All right.
You got any questions? You said you had some questions on your phone, right?
Oh yeah. So let me pull this up then.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
It's kind of
Dirty's questions are always kind of funky.
yeah. It can be a little deep.
You know, Dirty's got that drip on his nose.
Nah. Don't even start.
Trying to
that.
show off. Do I need to let the people know who you dig on live?
No.
Nah. I'll give you that deep voice, baby.
Oh, not the midnight.
Coming live at you.
Shoot. All right. Well, I got this one question.
Yeah.
I got this one question. I know social media is all about, like, there's a lot of not just social media, but I feel like a lot of life around world right now is like, it's very sensitive.
Okay.
Like a lot of people are like, feelings are sensitive.
Yeah.
And this involves with kind of like the school system though.
Okay.
But I saw this tweet that Coach Dumas put it out. He says, "Why do we have citizenship grades in high school? What is your explanation on that? Like, why do you
we have
citizenship
grades in high school?
Yeah, like has its own category.
Yeah, like we're babies.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly I don't know why we do. But maybe it's to show that you're, you know, like a good member of society.
Yeah.
Like if you got an F, like you're a turd.
Yeah.
like man, you're a jerk in class. You don't stop talking. Like what are you gonna do with yourself?
Man,
if you're acting like this, so you know, maybe in life you're not gonna be able to hold a job because you can't stop talking.
Yeah.
So maybe that has, you know, that's the point of the citizenship grade.
Okay.
Bro, I would get straight A's in citizenship, and then I got a D one time in citizenship. And I'm not a bad student.
No. That was to be the next point. Like, I've seen people have like F in citizenship, but they're what's the other category?
Scholarship.
Yes, they have an A in scholarship. Like,
bro, sometimes they put like misassignments on citizenship and stuff. I'm like,
I mean, that's all like individual teachers and how they grade.
Yeah.
And what they want to put more emphasis on. You know, some people put it on attendance.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous, man.
You could be a cool kid, but damn, you're late.
Yeah.
85% of the time.
I don't think you should get. I think the word citizenship holds too much weight, man. Because if I get a D in citizenship, my mom's gonna think I'm like beating up the teacher.
Yeah.
Or something like the teacher. Like I was just late after PE or something.
And well, I mean, and that's what you gotta look at. You know, when you get your syllabuses and what is it that they're grading? I mean, because I mean, once you get past high school, I mean, yeah, there's no more citizenship grades, but you act a fool, you ain't gonna be in that class anymore. You know, so I guess it just prepares you to be, you know, just more calm, I guess, or I don't know, like.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it
at all.
either. I feel like it should be abandoned.
It gets your kids to be like nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, try to be on their best behavior, but
I don't
like how some of them like take it too like they use it for different ways.
Yeah.
Like if I'm being mean in class, okay, give me a bad grade.
Yeah.
If I'm turning in assignments late, don't take my citizenship off.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, I'm not gonna dock a student to a C because he missed 10 assignments.
Yeah,
your scholarship grades can.
No, exactly.
But I mean, if you're talking back, or you're being disrespectful to another student, to me, like that gets me more upset. When I see the disrespect going on, I'm like, ooh, come on now. Don't do that. Like, come on, just be respectful to the other person. You don't like them, don't talk to them. Keep it cordial. You got to be civil in this life. There's going to be people you don't like, and you can't go around punching them or cussing them out. Like, so, you got to act accordingly, I think, with your citizenship grades in high school. And, hopefully it's not based on assignments.
Assignments.
Ridiculous.
Dude, okay.
That's all you got for me, Dirty?
I have a lot of sensitive questions.
Oh, I know you're sensitive.
Yeah.
So bring the sensitivity on. I'm a sensitive man. Don't let the beard fool you. You gotta shed some tears sometimes.
All right, so this is like more.
I got you.
All right, so this question is ideally for like mainly for like athletes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
I was once one.
They should get paid.
I'm talking about sensitive. I'm talking about being sensitive like that. All right, so I did see this. Okay, this is this is a real life scenario I witnessed on social media. So this dude that got drafted, and all he does is post his workout routines and stuff like that, like getting ready for like the upcoming seasons for the NFL and stuff like that. But so he's like a first or second round draft pick, so he's ready to come in there and to ball out. But he was a running back. Yeah. So the starting running back, he's not posting workout videos or anything like that. But he's posting him touring around and posting his girlfriend on his social media and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So my main question is it possible to work out and not post about it?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I think that's so annoying when people I'm not saying it's so annoying, but if every time you work out you post about it.
Yeah.
We get it, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like people that post about it think they work harder than the people that don't post about it.
I agree. Yeah, I know.
I think that's a problem. Because in college you get that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because people will be like, "Oh, you're not working out over summer because I didn't see you post it." Just because I didn't post it doesn't mean I'm not working out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But
I mean, it gets annoying on both fronts. Man, you posting your girlfriend again? Jeez.
Yeah, if you're posting a lot and you're not posting, okay, then it gets kind of okay, I know you're posting. It's not like you just don't use social media. So I mean, I guess it could be both ways.
Yeah, exactly. And then same with the other guy. Man, you posting your workout again? Bro, go out. Go out.
Don't you have fun? That's one thing we talk a lot, especially there's I don't want to drop his name, but there's athletes in college that they take themselves so serious. They take themselves so serious where nothing is happiness on their page. It's all Meek Mill quotes and Polo G quotes. Just bro, don't you have fun? Don't you have don't you do stuff to besides sports? Don't you have personality or anything? Are you just an athlete? That's
You're just an athlete.
Yeah. So I also think that's kind of annoying. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could be sensitive on show your lady and get your workout in.
I'll say because a lot of people another concern about it was there's a lot of critics out there.
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot of critics. They were like, oh, you're too busy touring around. People don't even play sports. They don't even play sports. They just comment. They have a random screen name on social media. They will comment your profile, be like, oh, you're too busy. You're too busy.
An anime profile picture.
Yeah. You're they just drafted the person that's ready to take your spot right now, right? But he's over here posting I don't know, traveling with his girlfriend and stuff like that, or just something like that.
It's like that adage: haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
No matter what, you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
So you can't please everyone. You can't put.
Can't.
No matter what you put, somebody's gonna always find a fault in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you post this. Oh, you wore this. Man, your nose ring sucks.
I do.
Just kidding, Dirty. It looks good. I'm gonna get one too.
Oh yeah.
Don't doubt me, man. I'll get it. But
tomorrow.
Let's go. If you pay. But you know, the people
after the podcast, I tell you.
But someone's always going to find a fault no matter what. And, you know, you being comfortable as a person, I mean, that's where your self-esteem has to come in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, like, yo, I know I ain't perfect, but
Yeah.
I'm damn good.
Yeah.
And you see it like eat people up, especially like celebrities and stuff that get so much of it. Like, I think KD is one of those people. KD and Kyrie. Yeah. I think they take the internet criticism, like these internet critics, like the people that have probably never played basketball in their lives before.
Yeah.
They take it. I feel like they take it so hard sometimes. Like KD will actually argue with people on the internet.
I kind of feel KD. It's hard. With
him. It's definitely hard. But man,
it's hard. But
give them what they want. They're gonna say reckless stuff because they know you're gonna reply.
And it's that clickbait.
Yes, that's that clickbait.
Like, oh man, you know, I got KD to talk back.
Exactly.
So because now I'm feeling good. I'm like, I just talk trash. But look at
look how butthurt he is.
I don't mean it. KD's still the best.
Yeah. He's still cold.
I didn't know he was gonna reply.
Yeah,
I seen that before.
You know? So I mean, it's gonna happen, and you know, people just gotta be strong in their own self. Like, yo, I'm a great person.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, and I know people struggle with saying that. Like, I'm a good person. I deserve this.
Yeah.
Like, you do. Yeah. You deserve everything you get.
Yeah.
You're a good person. You're great. Go for it. Smile. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, people don't have that. And, you know, it's a shame.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
What else you got for me, Dirty? I got a couple more.
Another one.
Let's see what she got.
Let me see.
Huh.
I'm feeling good. Again, I'm telling you, I'm liking this
How
position.
How about this one? I heard this quote.
Okay.
I heard this quote. A lot of people think like, oh, I don't know, they post successful stuff, and like a lot of people be like, oh, why you keep posting like how you're so successful and all that stuff, right? Like you see people get like jealous about all that type of talk. I saw this quote. It said, you gotta hang around with winners so your wins don't sound like you're bragging.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
I think that I believe in that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, because I feel like a lot of stuff that we do is very successful, and like, a lot of people just want to bring us down for some odd reason. I don't know, like they just want to hate just cause. I don't. Yeah, a lot of people just want to hate.
Yeah. It goes back to like people are always going to criticize.
Yeah, people are always going to go criticize you and everything.
Even when a lot of people, when I tell them I want to be a teacher, they're like,
yeah,
like disgusted. Like,
why you want to be a teacher?
Yeah. What's wrong with being a teacher, bro? I thought I was doing something good. I thought you guys were gonna be like, yeah, hey, good job, dude.
But no.
But no, you're stupid. You're not gonna make that much money.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah,
and you're right. We ain't gonna be.
I don't want to be a millionaire.
But at the same time, like I said earlier, man.
No,
like,
you don't want to be a millionaire.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. There's a lot of work.
A high thousandaire.
I'm telling you, there's a
high thousandaire.
Six figures.
I want to be.
Turn it all around.
Comfortable.
Huh?
6 figures all around.
I'll take it.
I'll take that for sure.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just you want to be. Damn, I lost my thought with what we just happened.
Want to be comfortable.
Before that.
You lost me.
You lost.
I was thinking about money.
Don't let money ruin you.
But like these millionaires, sometimes they're millionaires, but they're unhappy.
Oh, exactly,
sure.
exactly, yeah.
And like I said, seeing your friends, or you guys are now my friends now, and seeing you guys succeed is it makes me. I have so much pride in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
can't buy that.
And you can't buy that.
You can't buy that. Yeah, that's what I said. You can't buy that.
And what's money without happiness?
Hey.
Or hard times without the people you love.
That's J. Cole.
That's my guy.
But like, and then success, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think that's
I'm
what
surrounded.
people,
I'm surrounded by successful people. It doesn't mean that they make
millions.
No.
But to me, they're successful. They have a great family.
Yeah.
That's successful.
I think that's what we need to get. I think kind of what we talked about on a couple episodes back was like we're getting like confused what successful is. Exactly. Like it has to be money. Yeah. But success could be so many different things.
Exactly.
That like we got to stop focusing on that money. Like a lot of like way back we talked about like you could like if you're surrounded or if you never had money in your life, for some reason that's what you're gonna focus on. That's what you're gonna think is successful. Yeah. But if you've had money before, or you didn't exactly super struggle when you were younger with money. Maybe your happiness is something else. Maybe your family wasn't as good as you thought it was gonna be. Yeah. So having a good family and just a nice home is something that you find is successful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody has different versions of successful, and we got to stop putting money as the
Money,
all-time
just because you have millions of
success.
dollars does not
Yeah.
make you successful.
So in that quote, like, I'm surrounded by successful people.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what I'm referring to as
Yeah,
successful.
exactly.
Because, I mean, I firmly believe all my friends are successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're getting there. Or if they're not, they're getting there.
Working at it.
You know? So I'm surrounded by successful people every day.
Yeah. And I think even working on it is a part of being like successful. Because I think successful is also a mindset.
Yeah.
It is a mindset, yeah.
If you're in a bad mindset, you'll never be successful regardless. Like if you're chasing like a bad way of getting money, like a a legal way of getting money or whatever, like you could reach that money, still I feel like you could not be successful.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a mindset too. Like just chasing like right now, I feel like I'm in a place where like I'm not where I want to be at overall, but I feel like right now I'm pretty successful just because I'm on the road of what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though I don't have nothing right now, I really don't have nothing, but I feel like I'm successful because I'm at least on my way.
Yeah. And exactly. I mean, you got to find that and not judge other people just because of, they don't got no money.
Yeah.
You know, the societal classifications and all that. And, you know, you just accept people for what they are and what they do and what they bring to the table and just get to know that person.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all you need. I mean, especially like what's going on a lot in society, and you're seeing these terrible things, and it's like, why? Yeah. It's like, dude, just accept one another, and we'll be straight.
Yeah, and do what you enjoy.
Exactly.
I feel like people don't do what they enjoy because they see it as like a waste of time. One thing me and Dirty saw a while ago is like everybody's so scared.
Bring that up, bro.
Everybody's so scared of wasting their time, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's like the biggest thing. But what are you doing? Like, why are you so scared of wasting the time you're not even using?
Your time ain't valuable. It's not worth anything right now.
Yeah, what are you using? You're like,
it's really not.
People, not people would tell us, but like I'm pretty sure people have thought, like, why are they doing a podcast? Such a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like they could be doing something else. What else?
What else?
Like this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
How's it wasting time if I want to do it?
Yeah.
I don't want to see you successful.
Like,
I feel like that's what a lot of people
I don't want to see you happy. I don't want to see you do what you want to do. Like,
nah.
I think we got to switch it up, man. We gotta take that back. Like, do what you want. Stop worrying about wasting time because time is all you have.
Exactly.
I mean, look, we got all the time in the world right now with this pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you really doing with your time?
We did all this since quarantine started. Literally, the first day of quarantine is when we started this. Yeah. Like the first day in what was it? February, March?
It was, I want to say March.
Yeah, Dirty literally came over my house and we weren't doing anything. We got in my car, we went to the beach, we parked, and we put my phone up, and we recorded everything. And that's how we started our podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it's just,
Like, you wasting time doing what? Like, how is this wasting time?
I mean, people could look at however time is spent. Like, Like, I'm an older, you know, I finished college late. I did a lot of things late. You know, I'm still not even a full-time teacher. Yeah. You know, well, I say I'm a full-time teacher, but I'm not
technically,
getting paid like,
technically you are.
Like, a full credentialed teacher.
Yeah, okay.
But, you know, people were like, you wasted all that time. But, I mean, I say, like, I got a lot of different life experiences that not a lot of people got to do. Like,
I just took a different path than you would.
Exactly. I mean, and it doesn't make you any less or better of a person just because you got it done quicker.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, if you learn something from it, then it's not a waste of time.
Yeah, you didn't take their path, so you're unsuccessful. That's a stupid way to look at stuff.
But, you know, that's why it all comes back to your own self-look.
Most definitely.
Like, yo, I'm successful.
Most definitely.
That's deep.
And I'm surrounded by successful people.
Let's go.
That's one hell of a podcast.
That's
gentlemen.
one. Yeah, I want everyone. Thank y'all. This is the wrap up. I think my memory card's about to die. That's why I'm a little nervous. That's why. Right. But anyways, I want to say thank you for Coach Mike Albright. Coach Mike Albright over here thank you for tuning in, man.
Hey,
Grande love.
Grande love.
Thank you guys for having me on. I'm waiting for my second appearance.
Okay.
To come back on.
Yeah, we gotta make that work.
We'll have my people contact.
If this video does get 10 likes, we might think about it.
Bring it back.
I guarantee.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 likes. Guaranteed.
Like I said, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in to on Instagram. Follow the K&D The Porch podcast. check the link in that bio, because if you go in the link in that bio, you can see
New link alert.
Yeah, there is a new link on there. There's a YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and there's even a Facebook group if you want to join the Facebook group.
Right.
We pretty lit on there.
Yeah. And you could go ahead and slide into those DMs.
Oh yeah,
Or the Diaz, you know.
Hey.
If you got any
Good looking.
aunties, tias,
older cousins, older sisters.
Yeah.
You know, holler
Spread
at
the
me.
love, spread the love. You see the good man. All right, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, you kings and queens. Thank y'all for tuning in for K&D The Porch podcast. You know the vibes, man.
Thank you very much.
Later.